All right. Hello again, everyone. So, yesterday I've published my first blog post that was actually it's something was about one of the projects that I've did very recently. So let me start by showing you what the blog was. It was just about how you can save some space from your React bundle, but by importing only the required favicons. But it's not really like the context of the blog is not really important. What's important is this go back button in here. Right. So initially, I thought having a go back button at the top of the website would would be a good choice, because like if you hit go back from here, you would go back to the blog, and then if you if you if you clicked one of the items under the projects category, and if it takes you to the blog, and if you click the go back button, this go back button will take you back to the home page, but then this go back button would take you back to the blog. So it takes you back to where you actually came from. If you came from the blog, it takes you back to the blog. If you came from the home page, it takes you back to the home page. That's how it should work, right? Yes, but the problem is there's a go back button on the top left part of the web page, as you can see in here, and having another go back button in here doesn't really make sense. Plus, there's another downside to this one. If you go to my website in here, if you go to the blog, and if you click this part, this thing, React icons, and if you click the go back button, it doesn't do anything because this function doesn't work in Safari. Let's check the console if it throws any errors. But I don't think this is something we could fix. There are no errors. Maybe the code runs just fine, but the button just doesn't work. And I think it could be good if we can first of all fix this behavior in Safari, and also maybe we can add something else in here, like another button that could take you back to the home page if you wanted to go back to the home page from here, right? So yeah, so I'm gonna change this go back button to be something like go back to blog, and then I'm gonna add another button right here, and that button's gonna say go back to the home page. So let's get started with that. I do not remember how I did the go back button initially, because it's been quite a while, but yeah, I'm gonna take a look at that one later. And yes, okay, we can leave this change. Cool, let's get started. Let me start by going into the blog post component. Well, it's here, right? It's open. Let's close all of the ones that we actually don't need. Close others. Right, what do we have in here? Okay, so this is the logic that determines if the website has some history, like if you're coming back from another page. So and also I want to open the JSON file for the blog now bar, because I'm not sure where these resources are coming from. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's open this vertically. So this is the go back button, and then what is the home link? So we have this, we have that. All right, just these three things. Cool. So I'm gonna keep the button, but I might change the style just a little bit. I'm gonna keep the button, but I'm not gonna check if the user has history anymore. Yeah, and the best way to do it is we can just get rid of that, and it's just gonna show the button regardless of where it's coming from. What's this history? Where is it coming from? You could get rid of that, yeah. Okay, let's search for history and on click, just do a console.log for now, and we're probably going to change it with a link later on. Right, let's keep that as is. Let's search for history. Yeah, this is not required anymore. Okay, all of the instances of history are gone, and let me search the usages of this. There has to, okay, so there are no usages because this is only used in the router, I assume. Right, let me search for it again. Okay. Yeah, it's used in index.js in the router only. Okay, that's, well, that's expected. Yeah. Okay. Well, I could put this in suspense as well, but okay, we can take care of that towards the end of the stream, maybe. Yeah. Oh, the microphone just deattached. All right. So let's clean this up just a little bit. Come on. Okay. And is the website running? It's not. So while that loads, we can close these two now. Right, so while that loads, we can think about how we're going to approach this problem. So currently we only have a button in a div, but I want to have two buttons side by side. And I do not want this to be a button anymore. I think I can change it with a link, and I'm going to give it the same style as the button. So it's just going to be a link, but with the style of a button. It's what I'm trying to say. It's going to look the same, but it's going to perform as a React link. So where do we get the style of this thing now? Box. Where's box coming from? Oh, we can get rid of that for now. So yeah. Do we need this higher order component now? I don't think so. Well, Google Chrome just crashed, I think. Why did that happen? Okay, whatever. Okay, the blog still works. Cool. And if I remove this higher order component, it should still work because we're not using the router anymore. Okay, the go back button is not gonna work. It went back because I accidentally clicked this back button. Okay, so if I click this go back button now, it's just gonna print ASDF for me. Yep, that's expected behavior. Cool. That's what we programmed it to do. So let's see where this box style is coming from first. It's coming from BlogPost module.sas. That's not that one, but let's drag this one to here. Split these horizontally. Close that one from there. Extend this a tiny bit. Okay, so there has to be, yeah, boxes here. And button style is coming from Bootstrap probably. So if we change the button to a link, and then instead of this, if we give it what? Let's import this first. Okay, and this is going to complain that, oh, let me see where we use this. I'm not sure if that was the right import. My phone is going crazy, someone's messaging me. Right, I've just silenced it. Okay, so that's how you import it. Did we import it the right thing? Yes, we did. Okay. And now it's complaining that it's missing an href property, right? Yes. We can give it an href, that's easy. Href equals we also have a home link, and also we have a blog link now. The blog link is just home link plus blog, but I can just do this. And in here we can do blog navbar dot blog link. Okay, that should work, but I'm not sure about the style. Like, it's not a button anymore, right? It's going to behave differently. But let's just see how it looks when it refreshes. Okay, we just lost the rounded corners. Prop 2 is marked required in link, but its value is undefined. Oh, it's not a href. It's meant to be a 2. This still doesn't do anything, by the way, but okay, we can take care of that. Oops, not Safari. Right. So this shouldn't get a href. Okay, let me just go back to the navigation bar component, because I've done something really similar recently in here. Navigation bar. And it should be under this. So yeah, what's this link? And what's unstyled link? Unstyled link has a link that's coming from React Router DOM, and it just has a 2, doesn't have an href. So I'm going to get rid of the href, and I'm just going to replace it with a 2. Okay, let's try again. Okay, so when I click this, it goes back. So instead of go back, I'm just going to say blog, and in here, yeah, we still have that. Cool. I think I'm going to keep the rounded corners, and I need to make the button a bit tiny. So where's the box? It's here. I shouldn't be specifying the width, right? It should automatically do it on its own. Yeah, that's what I was expecting. Okay. And I should have rounded corners for its borders. 2 pixels, solid, something, background transparent. Right. Rounded corner borders CSS. I don't remember how you do this. Like, I don't remember many things about CSS. I just Google it when I need it. I assume that's what most people do. Border radius 25 pixels. Yeah, I can just copy that and modify the value until I get something that I like. 25 pixels is probably too much for my case, but let's see. Yeah, it's too much. Let's try something like 5 pixels. Let's see what this does. Yeah, that's okay, I guess. Okay, that looks fine. And up next is adding another button to the blog post component. So we have a div with this kind of style, and also I want to have another button next to it. So what if I just copy this, paste it in here? Okay, link. It's not blog link, it's home link now, and go back label. Let me see what I called it before. No, so what did I call? So when the user did not have a history, it displayed something else, right? But I forgot what it was called in the JSON, and I might have just accidentally removed it. So I'm just going to check for that. So we have blog navbar home link, blog navbar go back label. Oh no, this is the new one. Sorry. Yeah, we had a button, and if the button wasn't available, we had blog navbar home link, blog navbar blog label. But where's the home? Where's the prompt that says you could go home by clicking this link? Where's that? Maybe I didn't have it. Yeah, maybe I just didn't have it. You know, it would be great if I could watch the video that I did before about this in like 2 minutes, but the video is probably too long and I'm not bothered to go back. I'm just gonna investigate for another couple of minutes, and if I can't find it, it's not there. Go back, go forward. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I probably didn't have it because I just have these three, right? And I haven't removed any. Let me check what JSON files I have imported in here. So I had footer. So where am I using this in here? Yeah, those are for the social media icons, right? That's it. Yeah. And that's the blog navbar. Okay. I guess I didn't have it. Okay. So where have I used this before? So this was it. It's not blog label. So this should be home label. Okay. Instead of go back label, we're going to use home label. Also, I want to change the order of these. Yeah. Right, we have two buttons next to each other now. Now I want to put this towards the right of it, right of this div. So we have that, we have this. And we also have this, okay. Bootstrap grid placement. So I'm not sure how you put two items to the opposite sides. There must be a way to do it. I'm not sure if I've seen it before, but it's probably very common. Yeah, I want to do that. So 1, 2, 4, 5 elements. It's the last example. Row justify content between. Yeah, I think I could do that, right? Okay, let me try this. That was easy. Okay. But I think it might just break on the mobile version. Okay, it doesn't. Yeah, if that happens on a tiny phone, they shouldn't be reading my blog anyway. But let's see how it looks on an iPhone 5, because if it looks just fine on an iPhone 5, I don't really need to optimize it any further, right? Yeah. Oh, wait. What? When did this happen? Wasn't expecting that. Okay. We have some issues to fix. Also, is this the case on the home page as well? Let me quickly go to the home page and open inspector tools. Oh, what am I doing? Localhost 3000. Inspect. Wait, when did this come back? Oh, come on. Okay, it was just an error. It's not happening again. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think I can fix this problem now. I think it's just a matter of setting margin x to 0. So if I did mx0 in here, it should be fine. And let's see. Social media bar. Okay. mx0. Okay, that doesn't fix the problem. Is it padding or margins? The green ones are padding, right? It is padding, so this should be px 0. I hope that fixes it. All right, that fixes everything. Cool. Right, one more bug down. Cool. And let's test if these links work. Yes, that does work, and this works as well. Top margins could be reduced just a bit more. Let me see. Let's do instead of py4, let's try py3. Did that work? No, I changed the margins for something else, didn't I? Yeah. This should be py3. Okay, I'm gonna change it to p button 3 pt1. What does that look like? That's better. That looks more even now. Okay, let's test it on the desktop site as well. Let's make sure if everything looks okay. Yeah. Okay. These margins should be further stripped down, but okay. So this was the task for this stream, and I think it works just fine. It's better than the previous solution. Let's make sure this works in Safari. There's no reason why it shouldn't work. But yeah, that one works, and this one works too. Which brings us to the end of this stream. Let's go through the files that we've changed. Yep, we've done that. This is a big one, so let's open it in a separate window. Yeah, we've cleaned all of these up. I can delete the space in here actually. Yeah, the rest looks fine. Let me take a look at that one. That's right. And yeah, I've done this change offline. This allows Google's crawler robots to index your site apparently, but I'm gonna take a look into search engine optimization sometime in the future. I have it in my backlog. I have so many things in the backlog. It's gonna come to that. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna work on search engine optimization at some point anyway. So yeah, this is it for the stream. Thank you for joining again, and I'm planning to do one more stream today, and that's just going to be about some styling issues, but it's not going to be long anyway. All right, bye.